I can hear noises. I hear lots of strange noises in here. Can you blokes hear any noises? Like crickets or locusts or little creatures singing. There used to be a pheasant cuckle that used to follow me in here, used to freak me out. He had a nickname, Old Swampy, it was called. Kim remembers a bird, and they can't fly long distances. They fly very strangely. They're called a pheasant cuckle, C-O-U-C-A-L. And I'd walk around here, and the bird would just flap his wings. I'd freak out because the bird's just hopping from tree to tree, and I can't hear it. And you'd hear the odd wing flap, and you'd look up, and the bloody damn bird's literally there watching you. I just used to freak me hit first. But he eventually got to the mainland, I think. Restoration Isles are located in the far north section of the Great Barrier Reef, which is about 800 k's north of Cairns by road, and it's a mainland island with fringing reefs. The only reason people make dramatic changes in their life is because something happens to them. Some tsunami, like a death in the family, like a marital breakdown, which happened to me, a business loss as well. You know, like it all happened at once. Then you're forced to do something, or you think about things. You start reevaluating what you're trying to do in life. You know, what's it all mean? What's it really all mean? That's when you start thinking about that, and then you start looking for solutions. And in my case, I was one of the very, very few fortunate people that instead of maybe committing suicide, which a lot of people would have done, I found this place. Very difficult. It's not a normal situation living on your own. It's not healthy either. It's far healthier to live in a relationship where you've got a lot of connections to people. You know, I've got a connection to Lockhart and I talk to people there regularly and I physically see them too. But you know, it's not the same as having someone living with you. But it's what happens though on islands. It's usually an older guy with a dog or a parrot or a fish or a dolphin or something, you know, an animal of some sort usually. I just lost a dog the other day. Polly, who's my dingo, a young dog. You feel a little bit lost even, you know, because I'm used to having an animal with me, you know. So we'd do things together every day, all day, every day, and she was always around where I was. She knew where I was. She was my companion, my constant companion, and you know, we enjoyed the island together. But you know, it's like your own children. You know, you enjoy their company and watch them grow up. The Aboriginal community and myself we've got close friendships. We've got real friendships, mateship, friendships. We enjoy each other's company. We spend time with each other. I get invited to meetings and functions where my knowledge is being sought to help, and I'm proud and pleased to be invited. And that's all I want to do is help the community, and vice versa. When I ask for help, I don't even have to ask for it most of the time. They know I'm in trouble. And you can't live up here in an isolated way. You need help, and you need association, and you know, with all the services that Lockhart has, medical things and you know, other practical type things. The boats are south. Nothing at the minute, but I will have. Okay? As soon as they come in, I'll bring them.
Anyone who need to help me?
Oh, I know, they're all wanting prawns here. We're all starving in town.
Thank you.
The language book? Simply, the commercial fellas out there are thirsty, and they're a long way away from an establishment where they can get beers. And so I make beer, and they've got plenty of fish, particularly the fishermen, or the prawn trawler fellas, or the crate people. They all have the same needs, and I have needs for their product. So we gift to each other. I gift them some beer, and then they give me some of their things. And I can catch more fish doing it this way than the traditional way. So it's a new modern way of fishing. Beer for fish. Gifting of beers for fish. The gift. I think it's a dark ale. Nectar. Nectar of the gods. The Lord's drink. And it's Sunday, when we should be drinking. I've lost, well, about 4 animals. A young male dog, Lockie. He was taken by a crocodile. And then eventually, Quasi, who survived 2 croc attacks, and then eventually got bitten by a snake. And then I got Polly after that, and now Polly's gone. So I'm down to sort of back to 1 again. So I need to get to 2 again quickly, and then hunt around longer term for a soulmate, you know. So I can share with all these things, and also help, a bit of help. It's hard to cop everything on your own. Yeah, I'm looking for a lady that wants to share my life and my goals, and help me and help both of us do it. And I'm sure there's a lady out there that wants to do the same as I want to do. It's not a big ask, you know.
Got anything you want to say about it?
I just come and visit her and say g'day. Say hi, Polly. Because he's next to her. So man and woman, see? Older man and young lady. Young doggy. Both got two nice frangipanis. Just excuse me for a moment. Get her hair out of her eyes so she can see you. Yeah, Miranda. Look at that. This is Miranda, my first lady. I use her to attract mermaids. I put her down at the beach. I use her as a lure or a bait. And this is her friend called Phyllis. And she's only arrived the last 12 months. I think that hat's not very appropriate though. I might give her a better hat too. I think she might like this one. She looks a bit like a... Give her a... See if she looks nice with a hat. Oh, this is far nicer. That's fair. What do you think, fella? I think that's nice. But really, in one way, these are the perfect girls. They're very quiet, but they're pretty and they're good company. They don't say much, but maybe they'll come to life one day. I grew up in Sydney and then worked for 3 different companies, an Australian company and then an international company, then back with an Australian company, and then I developed a mining group, a gold exploration company in Papua New Guinea, which was going really, really well. I'm travelling and I'm protecting patents, and by this stage I'm married, I'm having children, we're buying houses. We've got a house in Sydney, I buy a house in Brisbane, I moved back to Sydney, I buy another house. So by that stage we had 3 houses. I've got a flourishing toy enterprise underway, which I was funding. Well, in the '87 the stock market crashed. Technically on paper, I lost most of our family's wealth. Probably 10, 12 million with properties and shares and other assets, you know. Basically the lot. It was like the tidal wave, you know, the initial crash was the first reaction. And, you know, it was about a year or even 2 years. You know, that was in '87. So my family marriage broke down in '91. That was 4 years later. So all of a sudden, you know, the bankers kicked us out and we've got nowhere to stay. Everything went wrong at once. And I'm in the back of the car, I'm in motels, I'm in friends' places, I slept one night at the park at Palm Beach. Fancy shirt. When royalty comes, I'll wear a white shirt. I don't know when I'm going to wear that ever again. Or if I'm the pilot of a plane, I've got one of these pilot type shirts with the lapels. Fancy one. What else have I got here? Got that in America. Abner's Crab House. Chesapeake Bay, Maryland. They're on their way to Australia, these people. Go on, Crab House. What else have I got here? By not living at home anymore with my normal family, I've met another lady who I knew previously, who had children the same age. And then eventually we got together, which was crazy, and we talked about getting away from all this in the city, and she talked about an island. And I said, well, let's get one then. And that's what we did. That's what I did. So, and here we are. Here I am. I've got a son, 20 years ago. He was conceived here. You know, it was just the best time of my life, really. It was the first time in my life I'm playing a father. I'm down every day, we're at the beach, we're playing in the water, we're just doing things with my son, you know. You know, but she never accepted the life here. She couldn't handle it. It was too hard. So she wanted to leave. And she's remarried, and I'm still out on the island. Samantha and Erica were the names of my two daughters. Erica passed away in 2013, and she was the youngest daughter, and she'd had trouble ever since our marriage broke down. She came up to the island about 6 years before she died, because she really had nowhere to go. She was in the middle of a 30-day AA course when she took her own life. And I've been blamed, basically. I've been blamed for my daughter's suicide. And that's the last time I spoke to them, which is literally a week after Erica died. You know, so I don't know what's going on, you know. I'm a grandfather, I've never met my grandson. Of course, you've got all those feelings of guilt, you know, and failure, and, you know, you're as a man, we're brought up that, you know, we're not allowed to cry, we're not allowed to have emotions, you know, we've got to accept all these things. It's our fault, you know, and, you know, it's hard, you know, you don't easily get out of it. It's in my head every day. I'm not the only person that's had a broken marriage, a failed business, and started to query about my life, you know. But I started thinking about this when I was very young, though. I used to think about this well before I got married, or well before I finished school even. At 12, I was thinking about stuff on my own, trying to work it all out. You know, what I want to do in life. And now I've found what I really want to do at 75 years of age. It took me all this time to work out what I really want to do. And what I really want to do is help other people. Well, my dream is to develop on what's happened to me personally. Like this island has restored me in every which way I can imagine. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you name it. You know, I'm a different person. I'm a better person, a way better person than I was before I got here. And I think this island can help others.